to see. All right. So, gentlemen, let's move on very quickly. I think we should start off from where we left off on Friday. On Friday, we had the privilege of hosting former FIFA CAF Executive Committee member, Dr. Amos Adamu, and the issue was hot, blazing hot on Friday because investigations, criminal investigations were opened up against the FIFA president, Blatter, and of course, UEFA president, Michel Platini, was also mentioned in all of that. But then, since then, a lot has been happening. Yemi, a lot has been happening, and for anybody thinking that this man will go down just like that, maybe you have to do a rethink. This man is living up to his name, that a cat with 9 lives.
I mean, you can say anything you want about Sepp Blatter, but everybody has to agree that the man man is courageous, and he said he's not going to step down in spite of the criminal proceedings currently going on. The man insists he has done nothing wrong, and the other person involved, and that's Bishop Platini,
has also come out with a statement.
Yeah, that nothing has been wrong, nothing done that was wrong, and so we'll wait to see. I mean, just seeing the key figures in the whole FIFA drama. I'm just waiting to see what will happen. I'm very sure there's a lot of evidence against him. There was a big high-profile casualty at the beginning of the week, at the beginning of last week. I beg your pardon. The former secretary had to step aside. Now, so it looks like somebody jokingly said, "Operation Cut the Tall Trees." I don't really know what's going on, but this is worse than a tsunami. If the way it's going. And I spoke with a respected sports administrator, and I must give him credit because all of the predictions that he gave me is coming true. And all of the top guys seem to be, getting into trouble one way or the other. And, I'm just hoping it won't come to CAF. That's my hope. But I must say that Sepp Blatter is a fighter. Sepp Blatter is someone you will respect for his courage. Whether or not he will come out clean, that's
a different matter altogether.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have also been keeping tabs with all of these and been following the reactions of people across the globe, the top echelon of FIFA, top officers of the game. In the eye of the storm, but Blatter is fighting on. Is really fighting on. Platini also came out with a statement today and says, "Look, guys, a lot has happened, but I'm clean. I've not been indicted of anything, and we're going on."
He said he knows this will affect his reputation.
It will, but he says, "Look,
no, I've done nothing wrong.
All the payment that we're talking about were genuine job that I did, that I was being paid for. So, for how long can we continue to hold out until?" A lot of people are expecting that FIFA will give way right through the middle.
Well, the onus is on the investigators to prove their case. Like we have said, somebody said that dynamites come in small size, and Sepp Blatter has proved that so well. He has survived. I can't remember any FIFA president that has gone through the kind of
this kind of scrutiny. This is the first time. This is the first time.
And he has always defended himself by saying the FIFA as a body was not corrupt, but some people, some characters within FIFA. But the argument against him is, how can you supervise a body
under your watch?
Under your watch.
What is an organization without the people?
People are corrupt, and you are saying you are trying to insulate yourself from. So it was just a matter of time. The news is tightening on him and his closest pal, even though once in a while they disagree. Michel Platini, who is also one of the front runners, one of the aspirants for the top job. 2 of them are now in the
eye of the storm.
So I don't know how they're going to survive this, but you can't underrate Blatter.
Anything can happen. And all that he wants to do is just to stay on till February 2016.
In charge when the election is held.
When the Congress is held for a new FIFA president. He wants to stay in charge till February 2016.
Conspiracy theorists are saying everyone, I don't know if you agree with me, but everyone that steps forward for that presidency gets into one problem or the other. I mean, I'm talking of people that have been in FIFA before. So some powers somewhere who want a new FIFA.
They break from the past.
And they're going to do everything.
Yeah, but then the challenge is, how are you going to bring somebody who has not been in this system?
Well,
because the way FIFA is structured, the way the elections are held, you have to be in that system to get the confidence of people and become FIFA president.
I make bold to say that with the way these things are going, we're going to be left with Prince Ali or the Korean. I make bold to say with the way this...
Or Musa Bility of Liberia.
Well, I don't know about that.
Or Jesus Okalu of Nigeria. Shegun Odegbami of Nigeria.
But for me,
anything can happen.
Before we were saying that this man is the leader, is in the race. With this, he's tainted. No matter, even if he comes out clean, he's tainted already. A lot of damage has been done to his reputation.
Anyway, let's not close the books. Let's not close the books. Football elections. I mean, if you want to use the experience of Nigeria, even political elections across the world, there could be some dog in the fight who could, at the last minute, just come out and get everybody's support. And
somebody you didn't see in the picture.
Yeah, so let's keep our fingers crossed and see how these things open up in the days ahead so that we can get an idea of where world football is headed in the coming days. All right, let's come to Africa now very quickly and stay away from FIFA and the politics and talk about the girls now. Very quickly, let's talk about basketball team, national women's basketball team, the Tigress, that's what they call them. As we speak, they are taking on Senegal, of course, in the FIBA Africa Zone 3 Championship currently going on in Cameroon. And the end of first quarter, Nigeria with a 3-point lead, 13-10 over Senegal. But then you can be sure that that's not the end of the fight. The Senegalese team are clearly very tough, very competent side, and they are going to drag and push this Nigerian team to the limit. So I can expect that the second quarter, the third quarter, the final quarter, we'll see a very close fight. But kudos to the girls, bouncing back from the first day defeat to Angola, to picking up convincing wins over Egypt and Guinea. And the Angola that beat us, losing to the Egypt that we beat convincingly, shows that we may have had a slow start, but these girls have the potential to go all the way.
We're in the top position now, and the good thing is if we're able to win this game convincingly, we might just be able to topple Egypt and Angola, that both of them sitting pretty. All the other teams in the group have played their 4 games. Tonight, but at the end of the game, we would have played 4 matches. So we'll see what happened. On the comparative standings table, we're 7th. The good thing for me is that if we finish in a good position, you're likely going to play against a weaker team. Like, for instance, if you finish as the number 1 in Group B, you're going to play, number 4 in Group A.
If we beat Senegal today, we have a good chance of topping that group.
Yes.
Because everybody's lost a game. In that group. Everybody will have lost a game in that group. Angola are beating, Egypt are beating,
we'll be left,
Guinea are beating, Algeria.
We'll be left with the game against Algeria, and that's a winnable game for me. I'm more worried about the one that's currently going on against Senegal. If we're able to do that, fine. And like I said, we have a chance of playing against a side that might be weakened if we're able to come tops. And in the other group, you have teams like Cameroon, Mali, Mozambique, Gabon, and Uganda, and also South Africa. So you look at it that whoever comes fourth in that group might just be easy pickings. But like you always say, we need to see how we finish in that group first before we begin to look at what's going to happen here.
The permutations.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the girls. Still talking about the girls. Let's talk about our under-20 girls now for football. Onye, the Falcons, they don't disappoint us. In Africa, we don't have a rival. It's at the world stage that we always maybe get to the semi-finals or end up being losing finalists and all of that. Good start for these girls. They went to Congo DR and got a 2-1 win, and they're looking good for qualification to the next round of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah, very good one for them, the Falcons in Kinshasa. 2 goals from in the first half. The host team came back in the second half, but it was too late for them to level scores. But Tony, I have a worry about this team. You see, if my memory has not failed me, Chinwendu Ihezuo was at the last...
yeah, she played in the final of the last.
Yes, and when she was in the Flamingos too, I think she played twice, So, are we progressing or what? That is my worry. This is a developmental a tournament. Why must we recycle players why must we keep on using players? You know, this lady was at